Okay, so basically, the interview asked the question related to the how do we install the operating systems, you know, uh, and which method you are using in your organization. So basically, what you need to tell that you need to tell that, sir, we are using the bootable pen drive method. Okay, this is the one thing. Then interviewer can ask like, what software are you using to, create the bootable pen drive? So you should remember the software name Rufus. Okay, what is the name? Rufus. Just make a note of it. Okay. Then after we also have they can ask like what is the steps to install the operating system. So you need to tell yes the step by steps. Okay. Then once you'll start this, immediately they will stop it in 2 or 3 steps. Okay. So what is the steps? So first we need to insert the pen drive. Okay, in the pen drive USB socket, and then we need to restart our laptop or desktop. Okay, and then okay, Neeraj, but let me just check it because I haven't received your resume yet. Okay, so let me just complete this session first, then we'll discuss. Okay, so let me accept the Yush. Okay, so the next steps would be once you'll restart your laptop, so you will get the CMD prompt or black screen with some dots. So you just need to hit any keys to continue your this one setup, right? And then you have to install the window, and then next you'll get the this one drives, whatever drives you have in your SSD or in your hard disk. Okay, then it will ask you to format that C drive where you need to install the operating systems. Either you can sorry, format that or delete that. Okay, so usually we format that, and then okay, and formatting should be NTFS. There are two types of formatting, one is FAT2 and another is NTFS. Okay, then also interviewer ask about the which the 64 version or this 32 version. Okay, there are two types of OS we usually install, 64-bit version or 32-bit. Okay, this is an important one. Okay, 32 and 64. So earlier, before Windows 8, I would say, we also have the 32-bit of operating systems, Windows 7, Windows XP, Vista. This type of operating systems were work on the 32 bits. Okay, I have not shared the screen yet. Okay, I was just telling, but I'll share my screen. Don't worry. I'll present my screen. Yeah, here it is. So, okay, so 32-bit and 64-bit. Okay, this is an important one. Okay, this is basically the capacity of the operating systems. Their speed, we can say. In processor also we have the 32-bit and 64-bit processors. Okay, so Windows 10 and Windows 11 we only select 64-bit. Okay, then yeah, so these steps you need to add in your answers. One is bootable pen drive, which software you are using. You need to tell Rufus, this one. Okay, and we also do it from the CMD, but yeah, uh, you can simply say, sir, we are only using the Rufus software. It's a third party software. You can easily install it from the open internet. Okay, it's an open source. Then we create a bootable pen drive, then we install the operating systems. Which operating systems you also need to tell to the interviewer. Which one? This Windows 10. Okay, 64-bit version 22H2. Remember these things. Okay, all right. The next with 64-bit. Okay, the next question interview asks about the File sharing. So I have already shared I mean discussed about the file sharing options. How do we share the files, right? But again today, I will repeat that. I'll tell you how to, share the files. Let's create one folder. Okay. Okay. So inside that we have, inside that let's create one new file. Excel file. Okay. All right. So now I have to share this Excel file with you guys, for an example. Okay. Let me just rename it. It's not properly. Hmm. Okay. So how do you share the files? So if you have any folders, okay. So just right click on this folder. What do we need to do? Just right click on this folder and go to properties, right? We need to go to properties. Here you will get option sharing. Okay. So next click on sharing. Then we need to click on advanced sharing. What we need to click on? Not share, on advanced sharing. Once we click on advanced sharing, it is asking this option. This will be not selected. So we need to select this option, checkbox, and then this is the name of the file, whatever the comments you want to make, and you need to give a permission. Okay, which permission? Read permission. They can make a changes and full control. Read means, for example, if I'll give the read permission to Yamini, so Yamini can access that file in his sorry in her laptop, but she can only read that. She cannot make any comments. She cannot edit this, right? She cannot do anything. She can only read this. Second change. So in this change, you can also make some changes. Like you can edit this file. If you want to type anything, if you want to, you know, uh, any changes, you can do it, right? And if you want to give a full control means it's a full control, which means like you can delete, you can modify it, you can change, you can read, you can write, anything you can do it. It is called full control. Okay. Now I have to give a permission to, for example, everyone. But no, I don't want to give this file access to everyone. I wanted to, give it to some selected peoples. Okay. So, for example, yeah, Mini. I do not have the user account in this. I'm just telling you this. I'll not get this right because I have not created any names. So for this, I'll go to, our this one closed. Let me open my, this where it is VMware. This is an important one. Okay. Let me switch on this. So I believe like we already have covered this server operating systems, right? So in this we have covered a lot of things about the servers, Active Directory, how to install the servers, same the bootable pen drives, and how do we configure this Active Directory, right? And then how do we, what is that the group policy and all, correct? This type of things we have already discussed. So now I believe like this folder sharing option also we have discussed, but again I'm repeating it because I got this question from the interviewer that they will ask these questions, so I thought I should repeat this. Okay, the first option is first we need to share this file. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so now this has been opened. So in this, if you see, I got this error message, right? When, so what it is asking basically, so if you will restart or shut down your servers directly, for example, electricity went, okay, so then your laptop or desktop or server will shut down, correct? So in this, a sudden situation, you'll get this pop-up. You need to tell that why the computer shut down unexpectedly, right? So we need to tell this because we cannot afford server should be switched off. It should be run 24 into 7. Okay, because server is providing services to the all organizations. So for example, if we Infosys, if we have Infosys server where we have Infosys website, if server went down, definitely that website will also went down, right? So this is the reason that, let me just cancel this, okay, quickly. All right, so here we were discussing on the folder share option. So let's create one folder again. In desktop, we'll create a new folder. Okay, inside this, let me just have one text file. Okay, file share. Okay, so if you have to share this file, so let me just check how many users we have. So I'll go to tools, then I'll go to Active Directory users and computer. Then this is my account, g.com. The computers, I have not added anything. Users, let me just check. Nagpur, I do not have any users. MP, I do not have any users. Pune also, I do not create any users. See here. In users, we have this Anil. I have created with the name of Anil. Then let me just check. Okay, only one user I can see. Let's create multiple users. Okay, here. I'll go to users. I'll right click on this. I'll click on new. I'll click on users. Okay. So here some basic details are required about the users. So whenever any new joiners join, so this is how their account get created. Okay. In small organization, let's take an example of this one. Use. Okay. Then last name, let's see, ABC. Then user name should be Ayush. Okay, and then it should be at the rate jeet.com. This is how their email ID will be created. Okay, and logon name would be Jeet. This is my domain, backslash and then Ayush. This would be the login name. Next, you must change the password in the next login. Yes, I have to change this password. Indreshwar. One second. Let me just re-enter the password. All right, here. After entering the password, we'll click on next. So this is the information, full name, then my email ID. Okay, next. So see here, Ayush has been created. I'll create another account for the new joiner. I have one more new joiner, which is Yamini. Okay, then last name again I'll say ABC. Then username would be Yamini. Okay, next, next. Same. She also has to reset their password, her password. Okay, so two accounts we have created. This one, Yamini and Ayush. Okay, this one. So I have total three accounts. Okay, So let's share the folders. We just need to right click on this. We need to go to properties. Okay. Then we need to click on sharing. Click on advanced sharing. Then share this folder. Okay. We need to give permissions to whom we need to give. Now it's by default it is everyone, but no, we need to add. So for example, Yamini. Let me just check if she is available. Yes. See here. Okay. I clicked on OK. So to Yamini, which access I have to give? Full control, or maybe read, or maybe change, right? This one. If I'll select full control, so she can edit that text file, whichever they are in the folder. She can make a changes. Let's give her a full control. Okay. And then I'll add another user to whom I need to share the access. For example, Ayush. Just check a name. No. Ayush does not. Yeah, got it. Right. So next, click on OK. Again, I'll give him select it, give a full control. Okay, add another user which is Anil. You got it right. Here I'll select and I'll remove this one. Everyone I'll remove. Okay, so now I can only these three people only can have the access of this folder. I'll click on apply and okay, okay, okay. Once I click on OK, apply. Oh, sorry, apply and OK. Then this is the path. I'll select this path. Okay, so what is this path? So you have to go to Ayush systems or Anil systems or Yamini systems, and then you have to just open run. Okay, and here you need to type this. Here you need to type this. This is the host name of my machine, and this is the folder name. You got it? So just click on OK. So folder will be open. Okay, so click on OK, then click on close. Let me just refresh that. Update the group policies. For this we have one command which is called, here we need to type gp update /force. Okay, now updating the policies. This command also you need to remember. Enter yours, like how do you update the policies? Simple, you need to run one command which is called gp update group policy update /force. Okay, so now how do you access that? Let me just show you this. For this I have to, sorry, anyone has any question? Okay, I thought someone had a question. So for this I have to go to this. I have to create one Windows PC, right? We need to set up one PC. So let me create one new virtual setup. Microsoft 10. Okay, perfect. hmm Finish up. Here it is. So let me just edit this and get the this one ISO browse Windows 10. I need to check this. Mm, this one. Okay, so then click on OK. Now we need to play. Once we'll play, so again, the same steps through USB. How do you boot? You'll get this steps. Okay, I need to restart this again. Hmm. Okay, whenever you'll get these dots, so you just need to immediately press any key, and then automatically your operating system installation process will start. Same steps, this language and all. Click on next, click on next, install now, right? Then setup will start it. Yeah. So this is how you'll get this Windows installation. There you will get some drives in the previous page. You just need to create a partition in which drive you have to install the operating system. Just select it and click on next. Okay, meanwhile it gets installed. So let's also discuss about some other. So right. So after this is for an example. This is one laptop where we are installing this Windows 10, and this is a company provided laptop. Okay, so now first of all we need to join this laptop in the organization's domain. So that also we will see today. How do we join that laptop or desktop in a domain? One thing. Second, once the domain will be joined, I mean your laptop will be joined in a domain, then we have three users: Anil, Yamini, and Ayush. We will try to log in with their usernames in the same laptop. Okay, in single laptops you can log in multiple users, but not at the same time. Okay, for example, we have a shift, three shifts in the office: morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. So in morning shift, Yamini is working. In afternoon shift, Ayush is working, and in night shift, Anil is working. So once the Yamini logged in, okay, and once Yamini logged out, then Ayush will log in the same laptops. So in single laptops, you can utilize that laptop for multiple users. So we'll see this, okay, and then we will also try to access that folder. One second, guys. Okay, so in this, in this between, so multiple times your laptop will be restarted. Okay, maybe two or three times automatically. Okay, so once your laptop will restart, na, so just remove the pen drives. Okay, always have a habit to remove the pen drives, then automatically next setup will be done. So it usually take 10 to 15 minutes if you have a very good configuration of RAM and this one PC. Okay, so it will take some time. So meanwhile it get ready. Let me just cover another question about the printer sharing as well. Okay, so definitely we have already discussed this. The same things. Okay, we need to install the printer and then we need to go to printer's property and same sharing option. And to whom you need to share, the same thing you need to follow. Okay, this is again important one. Then we have the SCCM. So they will also ask a question on SCCM. Okay, so the basic questions that, so do not explain about that you have a good experience on SCCM. You can simply say, sir, we were using the bootable pen drive to install the operating system, and I have a knowledge about that because I have done multiple training sessions. Okay, so I have just a knowledge about it. Okay, about the SCCM. So maybe interviewer asks like, what type of knowledge do you have it? So you need to explain the same things which I have told you, that why SCCM is used. Okay, first abbreviation for SCCM, I mean the full form, and then this features of SCCM. What are the roles? Like for Windows installation, remotely we can install the Windows. Okay, then patch updates, non-compliance management, right? Compliance management, then inventory management, software installation, software you know uninstallation, right? So this is how the SSCM does, right? Simply these things you need to definitely explain. Then interviewer also asks, do you have some knowledge about Intune Autopilot? So the same things, whatever things SCCM does, the same thing on Intune Autopilot also does, right? But the difference is, if in your organization SCCM is there, okay, so whatever laptops, desktops, or machines you have, that should be connected to the domain of your organization. Getting my point? All these laptops, desktops, machines should be connected to the domain. Then only SCCM can work. Okay, in Indian autopilot, but in Indian autopilot, if your machine is in the remote location, for an example, you are in India and your machine is in US, but both you also have internet and US also have internet, right? Your machine should be in the internet, then you can easily do anything. Like you can install operating system, you can install the softwares, you can install anything, right? Remotely. If though it is not in your this one in domain, right? Still you can perform the activities. This is the benefit of Intune autopilot. Okay, let's click on yes, proceed this. Okay, so this one, so Intune autopilot, right? So the difference is, as I told you, in SCCM you cannot install the operating systems if machine is not in domain. First thing, user has to come to office, then only you can fix that issue. But in Intune autopilot, wherever user is, right, wherever, in any location of the world, it only required the internet, right? And then you can perform all these activities. This is a bigger advantage of this Intune autopilot. Okay, so this is the thing to explain. Now this will create a the local desktop. Okay, so meanwhile it get create the desktop. So just make a note of this questions details, guys. First one was the bootable pen drive, then which software you are using to create the bootable pen drive, then how do you install the OS. Okay, what is that 32 and 64 bit, FAT and NTFS, FAT versus NTFS. Just read that, you'll get this information. Then file sharing, then printer sharing, then SCCM we just discussed. Okay, this is something in additional questions. No doubt, like I have already covered this, but still, I thought I should share with you. Then we'll discuss about the network issues. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing, about this SCCM. So SCCM is also, have the directories, right? So in this SCCM, sorry, same directory like this. Okay, in SCCM, your all the information about the laptop, desktops, network, printers, softwares, everything will be listed in the SCCM. For an example, this is an SCCM. So same type of directory you will get it in the SCCM. You just need to select, for an example, Nagpur branch. So select Nagpur branch. In Nagpur branch, you will see multiple users, multiple computers, right? So then you have to select those computers, and then you need to install the operating systems, or you need to install the softwares, uninstall it, make it as a compliant, whatever updates are required, you can send it for. Okay, the same like Active Directory. If you know Active Directory better, so definitely you can also work on the SCCM. All right, so yeah, perfect. So here we got the desktop. Let me just close it. Okay, excuse me. So let me just check like which first we need to add that machine in the local desktop. Not local desktop, sorry, in the domain. Okay, let me just check like what is the IP address of my server, right? For this, what you need to do, go to command prompt, type IP config, enter. So this is the IP address. Okay, and we have DSCP server, right? So we also need to check like which IP address has assigned to is reserved for others. For this, you need to go to server manager, go to tools, then DSCP. This one, this is the DSCP server I have. I have created one IPv4. This is the pool for Nagpur, right? Let me just check. Act this one. Let's take this one. Scope HR team DSCP. It's an active one, right? So it will what? No, 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 no. Let me just activate this address pool. Yeah, from 1.5, 1.5 to 1.100. Okay, we can give any IP address to this machine. So for now, it has already selected one of the IP address. So let me just check which IP address it has taken, because my internet was working. See, by default it has taken this one, but this is not the correct one, right? So we just need to change this manually. So how do you change that manually? Just right click on the network adapter, open network and internet setting. Okay, here we need to go to properties, right? Then let me just, it's a DSCP, so added this manually. IPv4, what IP address I can give? 192, sorry, it should be 192.168.1.6, right? Subnet mask should be taken automatically, but not it has. Let me take it, this subnet mask which we have for this server. This is subnet mask 255.255.255. Okay, this one 55.255.0. Then gateway should be the server gateway at 160. DNS should be the same 192.168.1.1. What is this gateway? As we discussed, my server is my gateway, right? Alternate should be the Google's DNS. I have saved this. Okay, this has been saved. Let me just now go can't setting check and more. Why it is asking like this? Second. Somewhere it is incorrect. Let me just have a look at this. Okay, so let's do it from there. Let me cancel this. I'm sorry. Now it is identifying the server. Okay. Yes. So now I am connected with that server. Okay, let me just now we got this right. So now let me just try to ping this server. Yeah, it is reachable. Okay, why I ping this? I just need to check that my server is reachable or not, right? Now next, we just need to add the this machine because right now this machine is not in domain. How to check this? You can simply go to properties or simply open this PC, C drive, right click on the properties, go to properties. See here, this machine is in the work group, not in the domain. Correct? Excuse me. Right? This machine is in the work group. Now we have to join this machine in my server domain. Okay, server domain means my server. Okay, so I'll click on this change setting option here itself. Okay, then you can click on change this one to rename this computer or change its domain or work group. Click on change. I'll click on change. Desktop name you can give anything. Okay, then instead of this work group I'll select the domain. By default work group option is selected by default. Okay, you just need to click on domain and which domain we have it. Let's see this. So basically I have this domain. Domain name is here jeet.com, right? Or anything anywhere also you can get it. It is jeet.com. I'll select OK. I'll get the username and password. This is the username and password of server. Okay, not mine. So server would be administrator and then its password. Okay, administrator and its password. Okay, see here now my machine is going to join in domain. See, welcome to the jeet.com. Yeah. So what it is asking before restarting, save any files. We just need to restart the laptop, right? Okay. See here, name, work group. See, a domain is jitendra.com. So I mean jit.com. Correct. So we just need to restart my this not laptop, this server machine, virtual machine. I restarted it. But now earlier I did not set any password for this machine. Okay. So let's see like whether it is allowing us to log in without password or not. See, right? I do not set any password, right? ABCD. So what I have to click on others users. So remember we have created two users with the name of Ayush and Yamini. So let's try to log in with the name of Ayush. Ayush, okay, and then its password. Okay, go next. See, once I enter the password, so what it is asking, the user's password must be changed before signing. While creating your account, while setting the passwords, we have selected one option that in the next logon, password should be changed. Why we selected this? Because your account is created by the administrator, and the password is the thing that you cannot share with anyone, and you should not share with anyone. It should be only confidential with you only, right? That is the reason whatever the password default password your administrator create, so they usually select the options that in the next logon you have to, I mean I have to create my own password. Okay, so I'll click on yes, I will change my password. See here, now I got the option. I have to change my new password. I have to create my new password. I'll create this. I will re-enter my password and I'll click on sign in next. This one, right? Yeah. See, now changing the password. Password has been changed. Now Ayush is able to log in this laptop. Again, the system is creating the desktop. It's a local desktop. Desktop means it's a profile. I got a notification. So what was for the incident management? What type of questions we will ask? No, Neeraj, they will not ask about the event management and all, but basic about the problem management. Simple. Okay. So let's repeat this incident management first. Okay. So incident management is the sudden interruption. Okay, in any IT services. So once you will get a call from users, so you need to identify the incident. So simply you need to remember the five or six word: identification, categorization, prioritization, diagnosis, initial diagnose, escalation, right, resolution, and close, right. These things you need to remember. First, we need to identify the incident, whether the incident is real or not. If user says they want a new mouse, new charger, new laptop, then this is not an incident. This is a service request. So we will ask user to raise a ticket under the correct category. We will guide them, right? So what is the category then? Maybe internet can answer simple laptop, desktop, and mouse. This is the category. This is the hardware category, correct? But if user says that my internet was working fine in the morning and now it is not working, my laptop was working fine but now it is not working, then this is a real incident, because as per the definition, the sudden interruption is happened, right? Or degradation. So now you have identified it is a real incident, then you need to log the incident. Log means you need to register the incident. Then you have to categorize the incident. Category means software, hardware, network, security, firewall, MS Office, Office 365, laptop, desktop, right? So this is in categories. Under this, we also have some subcategories. For an example, hardware. In hardware, what exactly the hardware? Is it RAM, CPU, motherboard, laptop, desktop, SMPS, mouse, keyboard, So this is subcategories, correct? In software also we have some subcategories. Which softwares? Under the softwares, what exactly the error you are getting, right? So this in OS also we have multiple things, right? Multiple subcategories. So, but you do not explain about this. So simply say, sir, software, hardware, network, security, laptop, desktop. Simple. This is the categories. Okay. Then priorities. Okay. Yeah. Before priority, interview can ask why the categorization is important. Why do we do categorization? Then you will get blank. Oh, I didn't thought like why categorization is required. No, should not be blank. So you need to answer like this. So category means, for an example, if we'll uh, uh, categorize the tickets correctly, so we can do some analysis like and in the month, like how many tickets we have received for hardware issues, how many tickets we have received for software issues. In a year, we can say like how many tickets we have received for hardware, software, network. Right? Because every day, if you are getting 2 tickets for hardware issues, so in a month you'll get 60 tickets, right? So this is how it works, right? So that will helps to do some problem managements, right? Identify the issues, right? So this is the why category is important. The next, prioritization. This is very important one. Priority. There are 4 types of priority you can say. Okay, what it is? P4, P3, P2, and P1. And nowadays we have P0 as well. Super critical. P4 means it's a low priority. So you need to give an example of 100 user, always 100 user. Okay. For example, sir, in my organization, 100 users are working, and out of 100, one user is having laptop issues. Then this is an simple, this low priority issues, P4 priority. And if out of 100, 10 users are impacted or 5 users, so this would be a P3 issues. If out of 100, 30, 40, or 50 people are impacted, then this is an P2 issues. If out of 100, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 users are impacted, then this will be a P1 issues. Correct. So this is how you need to explain. And we have SLA for the each priorities. For P4, we have 3 days. So the 3 days is the resolution SLA, resolved SLA, right? And response SLA is 1 day. Okay. For there are 2 types of SLA. One is response SLA and another is resolution SLA. Response means how quickly you respond to that ticket, and resolution means how quickly how you will when you will resolve the issues. Okay, so this is how the prioritization is defined. Okay, I have already shared this information over the notes, so you can refer that. Then after prioritization, if it is a P1, P2, or P3, So you don't need to work on these tickets. You have to simply transfer the tickets to major incident management team. Just make a note of it. Major incident management team. Okay. We also call it as a meme team. MIM. Major incident management. Then if it is a P4 incident, then you have to resolve that. You have to take ownership and you have to resolve this. Okay. So this is how the uh, priority works. Okay. But always give example. Okay. In detail. Then after prioritization, if it is a P4 incident, so you need to diagnose the issue. You need to take a remote session over the Teams, Microsoft Teams, and you need to resolve the issues. If you are unable to resolve the issues, so you need to take a help from your manager, your team lead, and you need to fix it. Okay. And then after that, we have some status. We have some status of the tickets. Status means there are multiple types of status. Like whenever the ticket is created, so the status will be new. Whenever the ticket will be assigned to you, the tickets will be in assign mode. When you will start working on the tickets, ticket will be in the in progress. And if you required any supports or any other additional details are required in the tickets, for an example, user is not available. So you will just put the ticket on hold. I mean pending, right? And if user is not available for 3 days, so every day you have to send the strike policy to the users. Strike policy means follow up. Follow up 1, day 1, follow up 2, day 2, and follow up 3 and close. Right? If user is available, then you need to resolve the issues. I mean status will be resolved and then finally status will be closed. Right? We have already told you about the difference between resolution and close. Resolution means you have resolved the issue, okay, but user satisfaction is not received. Correct. So once the user is fully satisfied, then ticket will be closed automatically after 3 days. Okay. This is how the life cycle of an incident. Right. It's a heavy rain, guys. There are a lot of lightning is happening. Give me 1 minute.